Hi everyone, just a quick tutorial. So first, it's my first Unreal tutorial. It's only 2 months I start with that, so it's a really rough tutorial, but maybe it's help you to create the ray tracing compositing. So what we try to do today, it's and also sorry for my English, it's really bad, but I I try. So here what you try to do today, it's to create this ray tracing compositing. So we have the background with the reflection of the car, and here we have the car. So we can, with After Effects or Nuke, we can create this nice compositing and effect. So how we can do that with Unreal? So I start with the simple project. So when you start Unreal, you can go to the automotive product and choose the automotive project. So it's really I create new projects, create select the ray tracing enabled, and that's it. So yeah, you can do that also. So first we need to import the plugin Composure and change some thing on the project settings. So first we can go to the project settings, uh, research alpha, and here we need to have on the post-processing enable alpha channel support. You need to change to linear color space only. So now we check for restart. We restart later because we need to also add a new plugin. So go to edit plugins, built-in, and here we check for Composer. And also sorry for the audio, it's really bad, but I am on vacation, so on my laptop, so yeah, it's not the best place to create a tutorial. Now you need to restart. Okay, so now you can start to create the different layer. But first, before the start, I just changed this material to have a little more ray tracing to see more the reflection. So just need to go to the material. So you can choose the material, and here just need to change the roughness. So yeah, like little more. So I save, and now we can see here we have more reflection. And also here we are just only one bound, so we don't have more reflection under the car and stuff like that. So we need to change that to better looking. So go to the post-process volume, and here we go to the ray tracing and ray tracing reflection, and here we can change the max bounce to a little more. So 3, 4, it's enough. So yeah, so now the first thing we do, it's to create the layer to create the boss layer, foreground, the foreground, and after we deal with the ray tracing. So first we need to use the Composer plugin. So to do that, you go to the window, Composer, Compositing, and here we have the window up here, so you can look where you want. So now we need just to create a new comp. So it's like After Effects when you create a new composition. So you just need to create a composition. So for this one, I create master. And normally here on the master, you can create the composition between it's on the master, you choose which layer compose in over which one. But maybe we don't need that because I just want to export the foreground and the background, not the master. So we try if we need it, but I think we don't. But yeah. So now I just need to create the two elements. So I create the background and the foreground. So here I have three choice, but we just choose the CG layer because we have only object. So I choose this one and I change to foreground, and I can duplicate this and I choose background. All right. So now we need to assign some objects on each layer. So how we do that? If I look on the each layer, here we have the composer, and here we have the input. So if I look on the capture actor, if I try to add some actors here, I see I don't can select actor because we need to have layer. So I go to the layer, and here I can create one layer, just one layer, because I can include or exclude some object. So I just include the car, and for the background I exclude the car. So just need to select the car, and here I can create right click, add selected actor to new layer, and here I can create the car layer. So it's simpler than that. So now I can go to the composer. If I go to the foreground, now I include the car. So here I have, and now you see I have only the car on the foreground. So now I go to the background, and um, and here I go to also composer input, and here I add the I add the car, but I choose the exclude the car. So now I have the background and I have the foreground. So, but with this project, I saw a little bug, because if I try to see the, I think here, I can see the alpha, and if I try to see the alpha, here you see it's all white, because so I don't have the car, only the car. I have all, it's all white. So I try to find which give me this problem, and I saw on the post-process volume. If you go on there, you have here you have a post-process material, and if I look there, I have the chroma lens material. If you're looking on the scene, you see, if I try maybe, if I so my computer a little bit slow. So here we have the right here we have the chroma key effect, and it's this effect give the chroma key. So the problem is this one. See, if I delete this one, you see you don't have the effect. And we if I try to go on the foreground, if I check the alpha now, you see the alpha, it's working. But you can also modify the effect. So if I go back, I go to the lens, I can open. So I need to use not the instance, but the right one. And here I can change a little bit. So on the chroma key here, I just add the output, so the alpha, sorry. So I go here and I active the alpha. And now I just need to copy one of them. So the screen post input, it's the copy of all the image. So it's like a merge of all images. And here we have on the G channel. So I just need to copy this one and go here. I want to alpha channel, and so how I found it, I just try it, and it worked. So so now if I save, so I have here the chroma key effect, but if I go to the background, now I see the foreground, I see the car, and normally you see the alpha is working now. So it's nice. All right. So the one thing you need to do is on the master. It's the master you choose the which camera is it's using for the compositing. So now I just try to use the camera shot one, and we can try now if I can export the post channel just to show if we need to create the material for the compositing. But yeah, it's really simple, so we can create that also. So for create the compositing, you need to go to the transform compositing path, and here we need to add a new path. So now on this one, we need to create a material to create the compositing of each layer. So I go here, I can create a new folder here, Composure, and here I create just a new material, post process over. So just need to go to the material. So here on the domain, I change to post process, and here on I have just the emissive color. So it's like really the result of the image. So so now I just need to put the over, and we need two more nodes. So if you sampler texture sampler 2D, so you use this one. So if you use the right name, so I have the layer foreground and the layer background. So if I use the same name, it's automatically going to create the connection between the layers. So but I show you when it's finished. So background, and so you need to use the RGBA with the alpha. So I put the foreground on the E and the background on the B. And the other, it's the like nuke or After Effects. It's really it puts the one over the other. So that's it. So now if I save and I use this on this one, normally now you see the master. It's I have the master and I have the compositing, but we know we see we have we have the car, but we don't have the reflection on the car. But now we just try to export, see if it's working. So if we go to the camera motion, we already have on this project sequence, so we can use this one. But just be aware, we just use the shot, the camera shot one, so it's just going to export this one. So if I now to export the layer, we need to add in the sequencer. So I just can grab the background and the foreground. I don't need the master because it's going to be composite directly in After Effects. So now we can just try to export. So I click to create render. So now you choose the Composer export, and here we can create just I create here on this project render. And also you can what you can do, it's to create here, if you go on the at the end, I can create a tag with the element on it with the bracket, and here it's creating the the folder with the BG and FG, so it's a little bit better. And here I can just put, I think it's pass. All right, so I just can try to capture some frame to try if it's working. So I save, and now I export some frame. All right, I open the folder, so I can just grab the. Now I go into After Effects, and if I try to open, so I have the backgrounds. So I just delete this one. Yes. Okay, and if I try to create the foregrounds, so I have the car. So like we see now, we have the animation with the car and the backgrounds, but the issue we don't have the we don't have the sorry we don't have the reflection. So it's we are doing now. So to create that, we need to create a little trick. So on the car, I can here I duplicate the car. So edit, duplicate, and I put the car under the car itself, because it's on this project is using the rotator to rotate the plate, and it used the actor, so I need to put under them, and just to put the car at I reset the position. And now we just need to go to the layer. And if you see now, when I duplicate the car, because it's already on the on the on the it was already on the layer, it puts the duplicate also on the layer. So you just need to select the car and go to the layer, right click, and remove selector after. So now if you go to the background to the backgrounds, you have the car, so it's the duplicate car, and here we have only the car. So now I need to create a material on this hide car to hide the car. So if we go to the library for the material. So what it's more easy, I create a function. So if I go to the material texture, I create a little function so to ray trace only. So I can this way I can add this functionality to the master of each material, and this way I can create an instance with the flag. I can hide or not the object. So I need to create this function. So so how it works? So I use the ray tracing switch, quality switch. This way it can use on the mask, so on the opacity, and if it's normal, I can choose if it's opaque or if it's opaque or transparent. And in ray trace, it's always opaque. So I put this one here. So now I have an error because it's normal. Now I use simply the switch. So so it just no, it's not this one. Static switch. All right. So I put this one on the normal. So if you click one and click, it creates automatically the float. So I use this one on the force, and this one. No, it's all right. So So now I use a boolean. So I use a parameter, so I can export that to show on the instant material. So so I put trace only. So now if I want to retrace only, so I need to create the true, it's 0, and the false, it's 1, because if it's ray trace only, I want to hide the object. So the true is 0 opacity, and if it's not, so I have here, I put the 1. And this way I just put the 1 directly on the ray trace, because this one it's always 1. All right. So now I save that, and now we can try. If I go to the car paint, so I need to go to the right material. So you just need to select to change one thing. You need to go to the mode to change to masked, and here I can import my my new function, and just put here on opacity mask. And now if I try, so we can yes, we want to save. All right, so if I go to the car paint, no, not this one. If I create an instance of this one, oh, it's not the duplicates. So now I create an instance of this material, so I put hide. And now if I go to the hide material, I change the material. So I need to go to the foreground to see if it's working. So I can pin this one to let on the screen. So now if I open the material, and here I change this one, I can I save, and I think I made just a little error. It's not the foreground, it's the background. So now if I look the background, yeah, it's working. So I can unpin that and pin this one. So now we see the reflection. We see the reflection of the car, but we don't have the material. So so now I need to do for the other material. So what can we do? It's just for the, if I go to this material, the glass we don't have because it's not seen on the floor. So I just can directly change with the same material of the painting. So now I just need to for the metals. So this is not the instance, so I just can just change, add the functionality. So like by default, it's not showing it's not hiding the material. So I can do that on the master, and create just the duplicate after that. All right, so yeah, okay. Create the same for the rubber. So I go to the rubber and just add my function. So no, I made something wrong. Right. I just need to change to masked. I use masked, not transparent, because it's just one of 0. It's not. I'm not doing some in between. So you just need to have this masked. All right, so now if I try to create an instance of the river, hide, and an instance of the metals. All right, so so now I just select the instance, choose to hide the rubber and the metal, and hide the rubber. All right, and now I can change. If I go to here, I select the metals and use this one. I select the rubber and change this one. So now if we look on the background, we have only the reflection of the car. So it's working. So now I can just try to export again. So if I go to the cinematic camera motion, and now I try to export. So just to show you, maybe I think maybe see that on After Effects. Here, if you look on the car, we have some little uh, yeah, the quality it's not really nice. So to create a better quality, so you can go to the export, and here on the animation you can change here the delay every frame. So I tried, if you put 002, it's give a little more time to finish the frame and have the better quality. Also, because even I try to change here on the post-process volume, we can change the quality, the different quality of the ray tracing, and it's clearly it's help, but yeah, it's not giving sometimes the time we need to create the frame. So if I put that when I capture the movie, if I try to do that now, we see normally it's going to be slower, but the quality on the and going to be better, like we see already. So that's it. It's so I just going to render some more frame, and we can just try if it's working. So yeah. So if I go to the After Effects, now if I reload, yeah, I think it's only the, it's not erase the frame, so I need to yeah, if we go to the render, we put the two on that, so I just create another folder. It's simpler. So if I go here at the end, right, and here I put one, so put me a new render. So it's some frame. So yeah, like you see, it's a little bit tricky to create compositing in ray trace, but it's working. So now you can use this trick to create more effects. So I think we can do also the inverse. So for the car, now you don't have the ray tracing of the background. So we need to create also the material of the background and create a hide object of the background and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky if you need really to keep the ray tracing, but you can do that. And yeah, it's Unreal. It's really nice. All right, so I just try if it's working. And if I go, so I delete all of that. And now if I go to the render, we have, right, foreground. And now if we try that, so I have the background and I have the car. So yeah, like you see now, we have the reflection and we have the car. Yes, and just a little, so I just I saw a little thing it's not right. If you look on your effects here, we have the rotator. It's rotating, but not the car. And you just because I duplicate the car, it's lose the connection on the rotator. So you just go to the rotator here, and you just need to reselect the car here on the car rotator. You just need to reselect the car, and now if you play the movie, you see it's working nicely. So you just need to do that. All right, I hope you like it, and yeah, I wish you a really nice day. Bye bye. Thank you.